Welcome to Off-Grid Path Homes, and in this episode I am visiting a converted old mobile library bus called Trewinnick Bus, which is here in Cornwall. And today it's actually snowing and pretty cold, so let's get on with the tour. One of the really nice things about Trewinnick Bus and where it's located is that it's on the North Cornish coast in the UK. So you've got lovely views right down the valley and out to sea where you can see the sunset because it's southwesterly facing, so you get the sunset during the summer. So it's a lovely place to be able to sit out by the fire on the deck chairs. Today is probably not the best day because it's snowing, but you can see the sea just about. One of the really nice things about having an old bus is that you've got the old storage here, and they use this for storing their wood, and there's a fair amount of storage under there, which is always going to be nice and dry. And for the entrance into the bus, they built this nice little decking area, but also incorporated a nice little bench, so it's just extra additional seating around the fire. And this is the outside shower element of the build, which is amazing because it's really secluded, surrounded by pines, so it's evergreen. Even in the winter, you really feel kind of cozy and tucked away, so you can have a nice outdoor shower. And this will run as cold as you want it to run, but also as hot as you want it to run. So it's this really nice combination to be able to have a nice indoor shower if you want, but also have that outdoor shower in the element. So when you first enter the cabin, you come to where the driver's seat would be, and that's all been ripped out completely with the console and everything. And they put this bed stroke couch, and it's quite a nice chill out area where you can sit and look at the view, but also it can sleep an extra person. This has still got the original door from the old library bus, which is again a really nice feature to have. Walking, you really do get a sense of size. Like the bus is incredibly long. It's not too narrow when it, you know, it's kind of normal vehicle width, but it's a really long space. The owners have done a really good job in renovating this place because they've reused a lot of materials. So for example, the floor and the ceiling is from an old Victorian house, incredibly lovely wood, and they've repurposed that in such a lovely way. So that frames the floor and the ceiling, and then they've got this kind of shiplap with that kind of water washed white paint, which just gives a really big, nice, clean, airy feel to the whole space. The kitchen's a really lovely space in the bus because it's not too big, but they've really thought about the appliances they're going to have. So you've got this oven which does most things in terms of your cooking, but it's not too big and overpowering and can be moved fairly easily if you want more prep area and things like that. They've also got a nice single hob ring which can be stored away nice and easily and pulled out for cooking. So a lot of thought's gone into how to maximise the space of the kitchen, which I really like. A really nice repurposed wood shelf has gone up here. It's just nice and long, almost runs the whole length of this section of the bus, just for things like glasses and cups and things like that. And I really like the kind of open plan where you can see what you've got. Really nice detail coming in on the handles for the cupboards as well, which are just like these nice copper vintage handles. Because this is a holiday let, it's not lived in full time, there's not a huge amount of storage that's needed, it's just the essentials I guess, but things like the bell sink's a really nice touch, nice deep sink, easy for washing up, and a very nice husky vintage looking fridge, which is actually a really decent size. So I know that it was really important for the owners to have a full-size king bed, which is not an easy feat when you're converting a bus, but they managed to find a bed that was the right size and orientated it in the right way. But one of the really nice things about this bed, and the same for the rest of the bus, is the sheer amount of windows. And what you're doing here is you can lie in bed and look straight out at the amazing view across the valley and down to the coast and to the sea. So you've got incredible views really wherever you're standing in this bus. You've got 3 big windows along this side which are looking in a southwesterly direction, so you're getting sunset. You've also got the huge window at the front for the driving window, the door to the left of that, and also this rear door, which is the original rear door to the bus. The sun rises on this rear door, and as you can see, it's a huge window. In the morning you can actually open this up and have that sunlight flood in, or just keep it shut because the window is big enough to have that light just come in. So small space, it's really flooded with light, which is a really nice touch. Bathrooms can always be a contentious issue when it comes to converting buses and vans and things like that, because space is always a luxury and it's difficult to figure out ways for storage, and especially when it comes to a bathroom and having a shower or a toilet. But with this, the old library bus was always going to be in the same place. It was never going to be moved. It's going to be a kind of permanent structure, if you like. So what the owners decided to do was to build an extension onto the bus, and that has allowed for a much larger bathroom to have a full-size shower, flushing toilet and sink. And they've done an incredible job, because it is this seamless transition from going from a bus into a purpose-built extended room. So for me, that's one of the big bonuses to this whole conversion, is the fact that they've got a large shower. Not just that, they've also got an outdoor shower which can be cold and hot. So you've got those, 2 options for a shower, which is quite amazing.